intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. My journey is in no competition. I am grateful for all I've been given. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I can create my own reality. I am the best me that I can be. I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident. I am opulent. I am destined for greatness. I am.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Sheena D, aka Indigo Ayora, and this is Str8 Outta Kemet. Founded in 2019, it was birthed underneath my publishing company, I in the Middle Publishing LLC, where the mission is raising frequencies one book at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet features greatness from our own melanated community of entrepreneurs, entertainers, authors, and social influencers. Its mission is lifting up our people one broadcast at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet has been rebirthed and will continue in the legacy of uplifting our people by utilizing its platform to promote their greatness. We are available on all listening platforms. What's good, y'all? Happy Wednesday to ya. Let me tell y'all, there is something definitely going on in the cosmos today. I am having so many technical difficulties, but nonetheless, the show must go on. I am so glad that you all are still here and able to tune in with me on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Now, on this episode, we had the one and the only Sunshine Monie L. I don't know if you know, but you sure will find out that she is the theme song of Str8 Outta Kemet. She is so dope, y'all, and so amazing. And I trust that you all will find and receive some enlightenment and inspiration. Also, during this episode, y'all, I had my baby girl with me. I have a toddler and I have a newborn, and honey, they do not let up. So I was very flustered this episode. I was tired, but I have to stick to what I have to stick to my intentions and give you all what I said that I would give you all, not only for you all, but because of the ancestors who gave me this premonition and told me what I need to do in order to move forward, in order to continue on my path and my purpose on this planet. So baby, just like most of you out there, I am a working parent. I'm a working mom. I had to keep the show moving. I had to keep the show rolling. So you will hear my daughter in the background saying, hey, hi, in her 2-month-old baby talk. I just want to put that on out there, but it's all is well. We have to learn that sometimes instead of trying to fight it, we just have to embrace it. Ashe. Uniqea Monie, aka Sunshine Monie L, a dynamic blazing force, a universal jack of all trades, author, energy awareness coach, music manifester, and healer jeweler, just to name a few. Uniqea Monie is bringing it all, baby, and she didn't come to play. Born and raised in New Jersey, this mother of two is not coming to just skip the pavement, but to live out her divine purpose. She continues to fulfill that purpose in teaching the community and elevating the minds of her youth as a homeschool teacher. Her music and artistry can be found on Cosmic Nodies Convention on Instagram with the K, and www.lessnobodiescollections.com. Her music is also available on all streaming platforms. Sunshine Monie in the building, y'all. I'm talking about the one and only Sunshine Monie. Her music is on the intro. She is the theme song for Str8 Outta Kemet, and she is right here on the tizoos in front of y'all today. How you doing, Sean? I'll call you Sean. How you doing, Sunshine?
Don't worry, I'm great. How you feeling, sis? I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. I'm feeling life right now. Let's just say that. I'm feeling life. I'm feeling abundant and overwhelmed at the same time. It's all a balance, right?
Yeah.
And Indeed. So before we get started, I like to ask every guest like a little icebreaker, just, so everyone can get to kind of know you outside of all of the great things that you do.
Okay.
So my question to you is, what is one thing that you would love to do before you transition off of this planet?
Something I would love to do.
That you've never done before.
That I've never done. I definitely want to run for president. That's the vibe.
Wow.
I'm gonna touch that.
Okay, that's amazing. Wow, that's major. Okay. And what is one of your favorite quotes?
One of my favorite quotes. Ooh, I have so many. Definitely all dang. That's a good question. A good quote. I say it is what it is a lot. That's the one. It is what it is.
Because it absolutely is what it is. Now, you are just so amazing. I mean, you have a lot going on. You are an author of the I in the Middle Publishings, LLC.
Yes.
You are a rapper. I mean, you're on Str8 Outta Kemet's theme, the theme music. Like, I am so grateful that you allowed me to use that song. And it's so crazy how well it just flows with the whole intro. Like, I showed one of my homegirls, she was like, oh, that's just hot. And then she was asking me, she was like, is that you? I was like, oh no. I was like, that's sunshine, girl. That's sunshine, not me. But yo, it's like you have a lot of talent. Also, tell us about Less Nobodies.
Oh, Less Nobodies, that's my baby. Less Nobodies started off in 2014, 2015 as revisionistic media actually. And the intentions was to regroup, revise, reemerge, and being revisionist, being history. We are history in the present. People are going to research us and research our artwork and our books and things like that. We are the new stories because a lot of our previous stories were thrown out, were burnt, they were on fire, they were hidden from us. So like these stories right here that we're creating, these are the ones that are going to create the foundation for our descendants to come. So, Less Nobody strives, to take further that baton, from revisionistic fashion to Less Nobodies. I was opening up the platform to include my children in it. Less Nobodies being a family name. We're very much into, being privatized, having a trust and everything like that. So that's when it opened up into Less Nobodies. The motto is nobodies is nothing, nothing is everything, because we are nothing and everything simultaneously. Our mission statement is to strive to provide edification of all elements of this universe, the last and the next, and the interdependence amongst them all. And we do that through many forms of art, whether it be vlogging, blogging, the books, my music. I make affirmation music and juju music, the healing body and home decor. In addition to me actually making the organized and crystal gem pieces, I will come into your home or your place of business and bless it for you. When you open it up, I've done that. I've blessed, baby rooms. When people are dealing with family members ascending, I'll go into that, to whatever space they need me to go in, and I bless it. I put the crystal grids down before they lay the body down inside the caskets. I put people's ashes into organized pieces and stuff to immortalize their loved ones. Like, I do a lot, as far in the healing realm and the healing process. I also do healing therapy. It's rooted in motivation therapy and art therapy. I have experience in counseling and behavioral coaching. I went to school for psychology. So, I'm a spiritualist and a therapist at the same time. So I create a safe space for those spiritualists that need to be heard and are in search of therapy. It's also very affordable and, in comparison to Western therapy offices. In addition to that, I do readings. If you want something a little bit quick cut and dry, I'll do a reading for you. If you want it in more detail, I'll do a therapy session with you. I'm also in the process of starting a master class so that I could teach other people how to do what I'm doing, and bring more individuals in this realm of being therapists and being healers, not just for, not just for like economic reasons, because for those of you guys who really know me know I don't give a fuck about economics, but for like healing yourself and healing your family and healing with your children, because your children are extensions of yourself. So whatever traumas you have in your lineage, they're already imprinted in your children. I see that with watching my sons grow and making sure to catch them before they become adults and become fixated in those behaviors. You know what I'm saying? So, just providing a lot of self-awareness, energy awareness to all people, places, and things, all living beings. Because right now we are definitely in a battle between the living and the dead. And, a lot of stuff out here we don't think twice about, but it's speaking death on us. And so I'm here to, bring the light, be sunshine. I'm bringing light and life to y'all. That's what I do. That's what I take pride in. So that's Less Nobodies in a nutshell.
Awesome. That is absolutely beautiful, girl. You do a lot. You do it all. And I love the way how you just so freely able to like promote yourself and promote all the things that you do. I'm still working on that. I was telling someone today, I have a problem, like, they talk about like you should be able to do an elevator pitch. I'm not good at that. Like, I'm literally good at writing stage plays. Like, I'm awesome at writing stage plays. But if you ask me what it's about, I guess that's just because of who I am. Like, I'll take the long way all the way around to describe it. By that time, you probably be like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to hear no more. You know what I'm saying? So I need to find my elevator pitch. They said, what's the elevator pitch? Like 1 minute, 60 seconds from the time till you get to the next floor?
Being on stage and, a lot of the stages that I've been on, the time is very limited. So it's like, dang, I got to learn how to tell y'all who I am and what I do in these few seconds before I begin this song, or these few seconds before they snatch the mic out my hand and tell me get the fuck on. Like, so like, I try to like, that was definitely like a lot of practice. I had to practice that. And then I realized I was at one event and he actually allowed me to be on stage. I never had anyone actually allow me. Shouts to TJ Harris of Newports and News. But I never had anybody allow me to be on stage and talk my shit. It was usually like, hurry up and get off the stage so we can get the next person on. So when I was in that space and I was talking, I had a brother walk up to me and say, yo, I didn't know you did any of that stuff. And I done seen a handful of performances from you. This is the most I ever heard you talk. And I was like, because nobody lets me talk. And that's when I realized that, first of all, I have to start putting myself in better positions and better places because I'm here to talk. I know what my purpose is, and I know how powerful it is when I do speak. So now I need to change where I'm at so I can be heard and be in a space that's open to receiving me. But on top of that, I had to learn how to compartmentalize my sentences so that, even when I'm in a short space, you guys can still hear what I'm doing and what I got to do, because sometimes I'm not always going to have all that stage time.
Absolutely. I love it. I'm learning a lot. I am learning a lot. So you are also an author at I in the Middle Publishing LLC, as well as the illustrator. So, can you just let us know, like, when did you start knowing that you had like a passion for drawing and also a passion to want to share with children the information that you have in your book?
Okay. Well, I've always been an artist. When I was in way back to like elementary school, art class was my go-to space. Whenever we had projects, the teacher would always keep my projects and use them as a, like, hey, make this project like Uniqea. Like my teachers still have some of my projects, the teachers that I run into. So like art has always been my thing. I've always been super duper creative. I've always loved to help people. I love helping people. It do something to my spirit. So like I was always tapped into like who I wanted to be since I was a child. Like I've been wanting to be president since I was a kid. Like I've been wanting to heal people since I was a kid, making mud pies and stuff. Like one day my magic power is gonna come and I'm gonna be able to do this, and third. So like it's really just me just staying tapped into my inner child. Like I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up in those realms in my space. I didn't allow myself to age. I had periods of time where I felt like I had to suppress or repress, especially when I had children and you get into the rhetoric of what a good mom is and what a grown woman is, and you know, being in relationships with people that couldn't allow me to be. And then, you know, dealing with parental stuff. You know, I have a past of like physical abuse and sexual abuse in my background. So it's like, you know, dealing with those energies that were put in my space to repress me and suppress me and see like, oh, how bad do you want to do the things you want to do? Like, how bad do you want to stay tapped into this energy, you know? And then, you know, now in hindsight, I can look at that shit different instead of looking at it like a victim or whatever. But like, yeah, I've always been in that realm of things. Now, as far as me making a children's book, that idea came because my dad he's a man of ideas. He's always coming up with a new business idea, whatever, what have you. And initially it started off as he wanted us, you know, I got, you know, 2 siblings. Now I have 3, but at that point in time I had 2 siblings, younger siblings, and him, and we were on this group text and he's thinking of different business ideas. And he's like, we need to create an educational book. And I'm like, all right, let's create a language book. Initially it was supposed to be a Spanish book, but it's like this relationship that I have with people is they'll give me ideas. And now I'm learning how to, you know, be better about that, accept it better. But I used to get angry about this at first. People come to me with ideas and I bring them into the physical, but I do all the work myself and nobody helps me. And that used to make me mad until I started getting more in tune with my natal chart, my human design, more recently, you know, the different natal charts and stuff like that. And I realized, oh, this is my superpower. This is just what I do. This is why people are so comfortable coming to me with their ideas and stuff, because I'm just so good at manifesting it and materializing it. But initially it was an idea from my father to create an educational book. I kind of took the baton. I don't know where it came from out of my mind to create a book teaching people about different places of the world, but it was definitely rooted in some level of like learning about unity and bringing back the energy and the thought that the more you know, the more complete you are, the more aware and considerate you become. If I'm more aware of you and your culture, then I can be more considerate of you and your culture. And definitely one thing I learned from doing all that research about those different places was a lot of people were disrupted by colonists. Like every last one of those places I researched. And for those of you guys who don't know, the children's book is called Show and Tell. It's a rhyming book. And each child goes to the front of the class and they talk about the country that they're from. And they say some fun facts about their country. Now, granted, I didn't get into the colonists or nothing like that. I kept it child friendly. You know, this is our money. This is our president. These are games we play. This is food we eat. These are the kind of animals we have. These are the kind of metals and whatever. I did like basic facts. But, you know, as far as illustrating it, I always was an artist. I was not trying to illustrate that book. I actually was trying to reach out to other people to help me that were in that group text, and I could not get the help I sought. So my spirit got impatient and was like, you know what, I just do it myself. So I ended up illustrating the book myself. And then so grateful that I aligned with you to publish it, because I don't know how it would have been published. And because I didn't know how to, that was like a brick wall I was coming to. Like, all right, I did all this myself now. What do I do? I need help now. I can't keep doing all this stuff on myself. So like, I'm so grateful for you for taking a chance on me with that book, because that was my first time publishing a book. But I used to write short stories all the time. You know, those little stick-it notes or whatever. Mm-hmm. I used to write like stories on those, and you could flip them real fast and you'll see the moving images while you're reading the story. Like I used to do all that, like, you know, so it really was just me not growing up.
Okay, well, I definitely think that it was just a divine energy for both of us, you know, because we were both able to exchange energy with each other on different levels, but still at the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like you were able to assist me with having Str8 Outta Kemet theme song be a hit, you know, just every time it turns on. I listen to it like so many times. Like I would just listen to the intro. I'll have the whole video on there while I listen to the whole intro. So I definitely think it was all divine, for real, for real. And next time I actually come that way, we gotta hang out for real. You know what happened? Honestly, last time I was pregnant. And you told me a certain time, girl, I fell asleep. I was like, I was tired. But yeah, I done dropped the load now, so.
We on the line. I'll probably be in your neck of the woods real soon.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'm thinking about relocating very, very soon. So yes. Ooh, it's a little bit hot in here. So also, I would like to touch base on, I mean, because you just do so many magnificent things. I would like to touch base on your music. Like, where does your energy come from to produce such great music, such great lyrics? The reason why I chose that one particular song, which is called Trap Formation, is because I love that it was like giving affirmations, and I was like, oh, people were definitely going to be inspired by this. And you know, that's what Str8 Outta Kemet stands for, is to help inspire, you know, and get people to love themselves again and love their own creativity and all of that great stuff. So where is it that you pull from in order to be able to connect with your audience? Because I know it definitely connected with me.
I know how powerful my words are. That was another superpower. It's like when I was a kid, I was like, I can't wait till I get my superpowers. But I always had them, and I just wasn't paying attention. And for me, it's definitely been my voice. I've been writing poetry. Again, this is something I've been doing since I was in elementary school. I've been winning state poetry contests. I've been winning school poetry contests and stuff like that. So it really was just me not growing up. And then I've been writing music or rapping since before I could even talk. Like, you know, I got like photos and like little sound cassettes of me blabbling in the mic, whatever. You know, I come from a music family. My dad's a DJ. You know, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. And so, like, you know, when I was younger, I was influenced by a lot of different artists. I didn't have any positive artists in my face. There were positive artists out there, but they weren't as much in my face on the radio and stuff like that. I had to go listen to the cassette or ask my dad to put on the vinyls or whatever if I wanted to listen to like Common and, you know, Reflection Eternal, you know, Talib Kweli, and, you know, Mos Def. If I wanted to listen to those kind of artists, I had to actually like ask someone to play them. But like everything that was in my space was just like violence and, you know, bitches this and ass shaking that and stuff like that. So naturally, that's what my lyrics was about. And then I got really into battle rap. So then naturally, that's what my lyrics is about. I listened to, you know, Cassidy, Meek Mills, when he had the braids and shit like that. Like, so, you know, I remember one time my uncle was listening to me, and granted, I had bars, but he laughed at me and he was like, yo, you rapping about stuff that like you don't do none of this shit. And I'm like, he right, I don't do shit. So, you know, as I got older, transformed a bit. I started taking on, because before then, you know, I was a capitalist. So I was like, bro, this is how I'm gonna make money. I gotta talk about shaking my ass. I gotta talk about violence. I gotta talk about I'm gonna shoot you if you come at me crazy. Like, I gotta talk about that because that's the only way I'm gonna make it on Power 99. It's the only way I'm gonna be on the Wendy Williams. That's when Wendy Williams was on Power 99 and shit. Like, that's the only way. So, I got older, went to college. I started aligning with this wonderful, awesome man. Shouts to Mr. Wilson. I have not seen him in years. That's my birthday twin. And, you know, in that space and time of things, you know, I met my stepdad came into our lives, you know, and he bought me a Zoom for Christmas, and he had already put all this music on it, all the Talib Kweli, Reflection Eternal, Common, Raheem Devon, just all these neo soul artists, all these conscious rappers, just like pack. And then I met this man, and he brought me into battle rap, but it wasn't so violent. It was actually like backpack rappers. And then that's when I started getting into early Kanye, and then Lupe, and then Common started coming back out. And it was just like I was just surrounded by this positive, conscious energy. And it was like, I could do this. I could rap like this and still like be seen and be heard, and people want to hear me. I don't have to degrade myself or say a bunch of shit that I really don't believe. So then I started moving in that power. Life, makes you put music to the background, but then, I just had the switch flip in me, and it was like, I started learning about myself. I let go of people, places, things that no longer. It's when I turned 30. When I did that Saturn circle, when Saturn did a full circle in my life, everything was like, yeah, we're not dealing with none of this no more. We're gonna go back to our inner child, go back to that, because that's where you need to be at. That's who's gonna keep you safe, and that's who's gonna bring you the security that you're looking for. So, coming back into that space and really sitting down and writing music again, it was like, what am I going to say? I know how powerful my voice is now. I done had all these different transitions and experiences with music. I kept running into the boys club when it came to recording and engineering. So a lot of my stuff wasn't released. A majority, probably 99% of my stuff was in my phone, in my stuff. Like nobody never heard that music. And now in this moment, I still don't want nobody to hear that music. So it's just like, I get to come out and be a brand new person. Nobody has ever seen me before. So what am I going to do? And it was like, I want to be very conscientious of what comes out of my mouth. I don't want to, I love conscious music. However, I would hear sadness. Like everybody's always talking about the struggle, somebody getting shot. This is what's going on in my hood. White people this, black people that, politics, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to make music like that because it's not something that I want to perform. It's not something that makes me happy when I'm in the mirror rapping and stuff. So in my mind, it was like, what can I do? I can make positive affirmations. I can make affirmations be my bars. I can do that forever. Like Les Mantras, all of those songs are affirmations. Transformations is affirmation. And then I started getting into juju music, where I'm still speaking in affirmations, but now I'm providing invocation and I'm providing edification, where I'm educating you on the people in our history that have overcome things. I'm not sitting here giving no more struggle stories, no more struggle sounds, no more conscious music that's rooted in sadness and despair. Now it's about empowering you and showing you images of people in our history to empower you. Juju music is my favorite. I love to perform it. I love when I'm invoked by it. I love it when I'm invoking others by it. Because I talk about, in that song, I talk about all the war leaders that beat the colonists that they don't talk about. I talk about all the voodoo priests and priestesses that sat there and beat the colonists with their magic that nobody talks about. And, usually when I'm performing those songs, I get so riled up in myself because I've invoked myself as well. And I say little things like, if you don't know these people, you need to look them the fuck up. Like, you're not finna sit here and talk to me about tribe if you're not looking these people up, if you're not speaking with this level of conviction. So it's just like, that's the storyline of the music. In a nutshell, that's the storyline.
Girl, you run for president, you gonna be a bomb president, I'll tell you that. You're gonna have a whole revolution going on.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
All the white people gonna disappear. That is awesome. So as being this dynamic person that have like all of these different outlets, all of these things that you have going on, how is it that you find time to balance mommyhood as well?
It's not always easy. It's not always easy. I will say when my children were younger, it was definitely way more difficult to play balance because my youngest child, he's very clingy. My oldest child is very independent. I had a big support team that wanted to pick him up for days at a time and stuff like that. So it was just like, with him, it was cool. But with my youngest, it was like, no, mommy, it's me and you. So it was like learning how to, back then in that space and time when he was that small, I wasn't doing podcasts like this. I wasn't doing music. I was mostly just fixated on writing books and making jewelry. I was doing quiet things that didn't require time that I had to take away from him. Like I could be holding him while I'm making jewelry, I could be holding him while I'm writing a book. As he got older, like right now he's 8, I want to say started this when he was 6. I started asking for support. I started telling myself, yo, Uniqea, you deserve support. And I started requiring it. If you want to be in my space and you want things from me, then you need to support me too. And I think a lot of times us as mothers, We think that we're supposed to be doing everything by ourselves because we think we watched women in our lives do it by themselves, but they didn't. They weren't doing it by. If you went to public school system, your mom didn't do it by herself. She didn't feed you by herself. She didn't educate you by yourself. She didn't watch you while she was at work. You were at school. You were at after school. You were at before school. You were at grandma's house. You were at auntie's house. You were doing other things. She may have paid all the bills by herself, but she didn't raise you by herself. And so, you know, I had to shed that mindset that I didn't deserve space and I didn't deserve support. And it meant that I was less than, or I wasn't good enough, or whatever. And I started demanding support in my space, and I got it. Respectfully, I got it. And, you know, so, you know, you're going to be with daddy or you're going to be with grandma, whatever, while mommy goes over here and does this open mic, does this vending event. And then also learning how to incorporate my kids when they start to get older. Like, you know, now my sons are 8 and 16. So, you know, I have them holding the camera for me. My oldest be editing videos. He's my cameraman. And if you look at some of my trailers, he's actually the star in some of my trailers. He narrates my stuff. You know, with my youngest son, he loves attention. So, like, you know, sometimes some of my videos on my trailers, you'll see him in it. Like, you know, he's slowly developing his love for being like an interviewer or whatever. So a couple different things, a couple different trailers I have, he holding the mic, he introducing me, or we're doing little things or whatever. But I include my kids now. You know, when we go to the events, I tell them, all right, this is this, that is that, da, da, da. If mommy got to go to the bathroom, or while mommy's on stage and somebody comes to the table, you got to tell them, and I pay them. And that gives them incentive to learn stuff and be a part of this stuff. And also they see how it benefits them. Like, you know, learning about this stuff is also learning about yourself. So I also, provide them with the edification too. It's not like I'm just out here, you know, enlightening and healing strangers and stuff like that all day, or a tribe or a community all day. I do this with my kids too. My son is 16. He's very well informed on his natal charts. He knows who he is. He's very into his energy. He's been my apprentice for my herbal certificate. You know, I'm certified herbal medicine or whatever. He's been my apprentice. I homeschool both of my kids. And I will say that makes it a whole lot easier. I know a lot of people say, damn, you homeschool, that's a lot. No, it actually makes it easier. When they were in school, it was hard because I had to be home at a certain time of the day to make sure they got off the bus, and I got to do homework, and I got to show up to school events, and I got to sign this paper and do this and talk to this teacher and da-da-da-da. And my kids didn't really like school. So I was always in there talking to somebody or leaving work early to pull them out of something or whatever. They weren't doing well in those spaces anyway. So pulling them out was kind of like a relief for me too, because it was like, oh, we can ease up a little bit on some time stuff. And now I can, like, while I'm doing things, I could be providing you guys with edification. Like, you know, while I'm making my music, we're doing history class, and that's giving me material I need for my next song. We're doing English class, I'm getting material I need for my next, like, my mind is always moving in different spaces. So, you know, I made it easy. I learned how to blend it all in. And now that they're getting older, they don't even want to be around me no more like that. Like, they be in their own little bubbles, and they come, you know, I got to beg them, like, hey, I got an event today. You coming? You gonna come? I'm coming. Like, I need you. Let's go. Like, so, you know, the pendulum has swung, and I'm on the other end, and I'm very grateful to be here. If I could go back to myself like 4 or 5 years ago and just hug her and be like, girl, keep going. Like, you know, we're going to be good. These boys is going to be good. It's going to be on your side. Like, you know, I definitely would. And I try to on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I definitely, wow, that is so, it's just so inspiring, inspirational, because I've been struggling to find that balance. I find myself being very overwhelmed. Even today for the interview, I was like, oh man, I might have to text her, tell her I can't make it exactly at the time, you know, because I still had a lot of stuff going on, but thankfully I was able to get here, and I'm learning to just breathe through moments that are so overwhelming for me. So I'm learning it's a balance, you know, having a newborn and a toddler. So I'm never like having any time to myself or getting any sleep or anything like that. But hey, it's okay. It's part of being a mom, right? Yeah. So we have about like 5 minutes left. I think that your interview has been absolutely awesome. I would love for you to let everyone know like where they can find like all of the greatness that you have.
Okay, well, my YouTube page is Less Nobodies. I do a weekly planetary forecast up there. I have my Moments with Sunshine where you catch some of my downloads. All the fun videos I do with my kids are up there. In addition to that, I also have Virgo Virgin Talk, which is a podcast I do at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. If you're interested in coming on the show.
Okay.
We have a few, I believe August 20th is our season finale episode. And then I just started this new podcast. It's called Sons of Seed Podcast with Preneur Starseed, and we'll be on at 5:00 on Saturdays as well. We'll be on the Do the Knowledge platform. So shouts to Knowledge Born.
Okay, indeed. Shout out.
I will also, you can find my music. I'm in the process of maneuvering sounds, but right now my sounds are under my actual name, Uniqea Monie, UNIQEA MONIE, and it's called Less Mantras. You can find that on all streaming platforms, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all of that. You can also find my music on my website. Find everything on my website, lessnobodiescollection.com. You can find my links to my YouTube pages, my book club that I've done with my oldest and my youngest sons. You can find the Flatter Battle. I do have a battle rap league where instead of insulting each other, you actually have to compliment your opponent. That's something that I do on every second and fourth Wednesday of the month on Elite Motivation YouTube channel. And we actually will be doing that in person at the Cosmic Nodies Convention. You can also find information to my convention on lessnobodiescollection.com. That's an annual award ceremony I do for healers by healers. It's every last weekend of August. You guys can buy your tickets on Eventbrite now. This year we're going camping. Very excited about that. I love being outside. So I hope you guys can buy your tickets from that and pull up, and then we'll be opening up nominations again October 1st. What else do I have? My book, the links to my books are up there. And in addition to me having a child book, I also have a horror book out. It's called Stories to Tell. That's a book about a spirit that's in hell, and he's telling stories to distract his tormentor. I get into the Western African mythology a lot, voodoo and hoodoo, and a lot of the characters and the happenings in the book. So I really like how that book came out. It's really dope. I would love to see it on the screen. I'm writing more books, and you'll find them on that website. My events are on that website, music, my vlogs, my blogs. If you guys want to hear about my story, how I turned my trauma into triumph, that is also on my website. I talked about my Less Nobodies YouTube. You guys can find me on Facebook at Sunshine Monie L. You can follow me on Instagram, Cosmic Nobodies Convention, Cosmic and Convention spelled with K's, or Less Nobodies Business. It's another Instagram page I have, and I think I gave you everything. I'm pretty sure I forgot something, but that's all I got.
Sounds good. I learned a lot from doing this interview today. For real. I learned a whole lot. I was here studying. And so if you thought I was quiet, I wasn't answering too many questions, I'm studying. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I am definitely studying. We need to definitely hang out because I love all of your energy, like in real life. And they say that you need to start hang around people who are moving and progressing, you know what I mean? Just doing things in life, because you become like who you hang around, you know what I mean? So I have to definitely surround myself with that type of energy, because that's what I want for my life. So thank you so much.
I am intentional. 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 I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I am intentional, I am the sun, I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I have ambition, I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. My journey is in no competition. I am grateful for all I've been given. I am unique, I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I can create my own reality. I am the best me that I can be. I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident, I am opulent, I am destined for greatness. I am prominent, I'm the consequence of God's love for creation. I am competent, I am proud of it, I am courageous. I am happiness, my energy's contagious. I'm a champion, take it and embrace it. I am another queen in the making. I am here to succeed with determination. I have a positive ambiance. I am so grateful, so gracias. I am the one I can call upon. I am my own lucky charm. I am intentional, I am the sun. I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I am intentional, I am the sun. I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I am intentional, I am intentional. Yes, I'm invincible, I am intentional. I am intentional, nothing done at minimal. I am intentional, I am intentional. I'm multidimensional, I am intentional. I am intentional, I am essential. I am intentional, already won. I am in love with who I become. I am everything I envision, always with positive intentions. I am unique, I am complete. Everything that I want, I can conceive. I'm in control of my own self-esteem. I create my own reality. I control my vibrations. I am present and patient. I am prominent, I am opulent. I am destined for greatness. I am competent, I am confident. I am courageous. Yes, I am vivacious. My energy's contagious. I am intentional, I am unique. I am original, I am complete. I am everything I envision. I'm the one I need on my mission. I have a positive ambiance. I am so grateful, so gracias. I am the one I can call upon. I am my own lucky charm. I am intentional, I am the sun. I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I am intentional, I am the sun. I am original, I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I am intentional, I am intentional. Yes, I'm invincible, I am intentional. I am intentional, nothing done at minimal. I am intentional, I am intentional. I'm multidimensional, I am intentional. I am intentional, I am essential. I am intentional, already won. I am in love with who I become. Hey. I am intentional, I am unique. I am original, I am complete. I control my vibrations. I am present and patient. I am confident, I am opulent. I am destined for greatness. I am manifestation. I control my vibrations. Cause I am confident, I am competent. I am destined for greatness. I am intentional, I am intentional. 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 I am intentional, I am intentional.
Hey, I am intentional. I told y'all that song so rocks. And hey, I need y'all to go ahead and download that song right now because you know you're going to need that for the rise. And when you wake up and you don't feel like doing anything, you need to play that song to give yourself all that energy. Hey, listen, before we go, I want to invite you all out. You're all invited to SDH Entertainment first ever networking event. It is August 27th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in Forestville, Maryland. You need to be there. We will have a panel discussion plus a showcase featuring Malik Dope Drummer of America's Got Talent, makeup artist Aquia Robinson, two of the best comedians I know in the DC area, comedian Anthony Oakes and comedian Haywood Turnipseed, and it'll be hosted by your girl, Whiskey Girl. I'm telling you, you definitely want to be in the building for this. It is August the 27th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. To RSVP, head over to www.sdhentertainment.com. Real quick before we go, y'all gotta give a shout out once more to my girl Sunshine Monie L. Listen, you all can follow her at Cosmic Nobody's Convention with a K, at Less Nobody's Business LLC. Also at Sunshine Monie L on Facebook, Less Nobody's on YouTube, and Uniqea Monie on all streaming platforms. Alright?
Confident, I am opulent, I am destined for greatness. I am prominent, I'm the consequence of God's love for creation. I am competent, I am proud of it, I am courageous.